Today we'll be looking at the Mazon Labs for Firefight 2nd edition. Mazon Labs are scientists, for want of a better term, but they are scientists that will kill your dog, resurrect it, stick a gun on its back, chuck it down some stairs, kill it again, resurrect it, for science obviously, all for science, no honestly science. You could say they're a specialised version of the GCPS, which in some ways you won't be far off. They are a mega corporation like all of the armies for GCPS, but they have a specialisation in mind. They are for scientific purposes. They also do experimentation to give people cures to illnesses, but hiding some strange side effects such as plague infection. Which, I mean, if that happens, gives them more troops to experiment on and go against their enemies. So, for them, it's win-win! So, starting with the faction orders on page 136. First one is Fast-Acting Serum for 1 command point. Units with the lab experiment keyword only. The unit gains the Toxic and Vicious Assault keywords until the end of the round. Vicious allows you to reroll to wound, which is nice. Reroll ones to wound, should I say, which is alright, yeah. Toxic, you find that on page 48, what it does. This keyword represents anything that is toxic, corrosive, or even radioactive. For each point of damage a toxic weapon causes, roll a further dice, and on a score of 6 an additional point of damage is caused. Additional damage does not then result in further dice being rolled. So, So what's got the lab experiment keyword? So you've got the zombies, only got 1 dice, hit on 7s, but they've got toxic. You can have up to 10 of them. Why not? Reanimation Division has got them as well. What else? Murderbirds have got. Oh god, Murderbirds have got it. So so anything plague essential wise has got lab experiment. Yeah, giving them this edition the possibility to do extra wounds. That is nasty. That is very nasty. Active Neuro Chips for 1 command point. Units with the lab experiment keyword only. I can see a theme here. This unit adds 6 inch to any advance or sprint action during their activation. So yeah, the units I've just mentioned and a few more. I mean, what's the movement of Murderbirds? 12-18, so you could have a 18-inch short move or a 24-inch long move and charge range. That is ridiculous. Hit on 5s in close combat. They've got 4 dice each and they reroll 1s anyway. Yeah, that's nasty. I mean, even doing it on the zombies means they're going to move 12-18. Next one is Doing It All for 1 command point. Units with the Black Wing keyword only. The unit may add 3 inch to its range on any trademark weapons they have during a shoot action, and may add 3 inch to any advance action they may have. So essentially you can move and shoot, or shoot then move, with extra range and extra movement range. It's not bad. You can boost it for 1 extra command point. In addition, this unit may add +1 AP to either their trademark or assault weapons. Okay, so on Black Wing Marines, on the Rangers, on the containment unit, you can use it on Mule Transports because that's got Black Wing. Veteran motorcycles, medic, Attack drone works on that. Facility purge units, grenadiers. You've got tons of options to use it on. It's not bad actually either. Not bad. You can make them into a somewhat capable close combat unit or a somewhat capable range unit. So yeah, you've got options with that order. It's not bad. Next one is the Expendables. One command point. Units with the Blackwing keyword only. Immediately following the unit's blaze away action, an unpinned unit with the lab experiment keyword within 9 inch may make a free 6 inch advanced action. This move may not be used to initiate an assault. Okay. Why? Why? As in, why is this order? Boosted for +1 command point. In addition, the units with the lab experiment keyword may also hit the dirt following the advanced move. Now that I can see the point of, because they usually got low defensive capabilities, so giving them a bit of a cover bonus is helpful. I suppose it's to simulate the lab experiment unit going for the Black Wing unit. But in practice, I don't know how useful it is. A lot of the lab experiment units are close combat, so they're going to be rushing forward, whereas the other ones are going to be holding back and shooting or taking objectives more often than not. So unless you boost it, I'm not seeing the point here, to be honest. But I could be wrong. Next one is the best money can buy for 1 command point. Units with the Blackwing keyword only. This unit may add 6 inch to the range of trademark weapons during a shoot, steady aim or blaze away action. Not bad. Boosted for +1 command point. In addition, the unit also gains weight fire 2 keyword. Well, that's not too bad. Get to reroll 2 dice that fail to hit. That's not bad at all. But that does use 2 command points to use. Yeah. Add 6 inch to the range. Got range 18, so 24 inch range. It's not bad. It's not bad. Means that your laser rifles and carbines and other such things have got a fair bit of range on them, so it's not bad. Finally, there are Quantum Stealth Biotech for 1 command point. The unit gains the stealthy keyword until the end of the round. That is nice. You will need to get some sort of tokens or something to mark that. That one can be really, really helpful, especially if you have stealthy and if the units hit the dirt or something. Hell, even if they've not, -1 to hit is always helpful. I mean, the unit just gains stealthy, so you could use it on anything. It actually thinking about it, can they have both flying things? Yeah, they can have both Hornet varieties, so unless you've got anti-air, you're -1 to hit them. If you give it stealthy, you're -2 to hit, or if they've got anti-air, you're -1. So using this on flies, unless it's been FAQ'd otherwise, is not a bad idea. I think the best the money can buy in the Expendables are probably the worst orders, although I do have to say they do have their uses. It's just the uses they have don't stick out to me as easy as the other ones, to be honest. Starting with the troops on page 136. First one is the Black Wing Marines. Speed 612, shoot of 5, salt of 5, armour 5, 1 health, nerve 4, height 2, unit strength 2, 60 points. Black Wing, controlled fire, headstrong and suppressive fire. You get 5 of these, 1's leader and 4 marines. They've all got basic assault weapons, which is 1 dice. And laser rifles, 18 inch range, 1 dice, blaze away, trademark. You can add up to 5 for 10 points each. That is 110 points for 10. Up to 2 marines can replace their ranged weapons with the following: a flamer for 10 points, which is range 12, 2 dice, it burns; grenade launcher for 10 points, range 18, 1 dice, AP 1, blast D4; or a thermal rifle for 10 points, range 12, 1 dice, AP 4, anti-tank, devastating 2. 0 to 1 marine may be upgraded to a comms marine equipped with the same weapons, the unit gains inspiring self and advanced training keyword for 10 points. That's a no-brainer. Anything that gives you a comms unit, you take automatically. It's always a no-brainer. Apart from, can the medic take it? I don't think the medic can take it, can he? No, the medic can't. Yeah, if a unit can take a comms unit, always take it. Always. It means if your commanders die, then you still be able to use orders, and you don't need to be in the range of the commanders to use said orders. So always useful. Always useful. In terms of special weapons, I'd probably either go with a thermal rifle or a grenade launcher. Yes, there are commands that increase the range of your movement, but you still want to be able to get somewhere, and the thermal rifle has got some anti-tank capabilities. The flamer's not bad, but to be honestly, on Marines, I don't think it's much use, to be honest. But hey, they are fairly cheap for what they are, and the stats aren't bad. They're all mix of all right, but I can see a point in taking them if you want something fairly cheap that'll stay around for a turn or two. You know, they're not bad. Next is the failed experiment zombies. Speed 612, no shoot, assault 7, armor of 3, 1 health, nerve of 5, height 2, unit strength 0, which is, oh no, not odd, I can see why. 45 points. Beast, lab experiment, horde, unflinching. You get 10 zombies, one's an alpha, just because of how the rules work. They've got claws, which is 1 dice in melee. You can add up to 10 for 3 points each. So that is 75 points for 20. It is a cheap unit, so why not? You can add 1 drone of the following. Up to 2 security guards for 5 points each. Handler 1 per security guard. That is in the keyword thing. What does handler do? It is on page 45. For each model with this keyword in the unit improves its speed stat by 1. For example, a unit with 2 security guard drones with this keyword would be handler 2, and thus improve its speed stat of 612 to 814. That is a really good thing, especially when there's a order that increases the speed by 6. So 814 makes it 1420. And on a unit of 20 zombies, yes, they're hitting on 7s, but yeah, that's a target you don't want to go near. Or you could have 1 lab tech correctional measures for 15 points. Advanced training inspiring self. That's not bad. It means you get to use the orders at a distance. It's not bad. And inspiring, so you get to reroll morale. Well, nerve test morale. Or you can have a lab tech stimulant injection for 15 points. Invigorated, medic, self. So you get to heal the unit. Invigorated, because that's not something I've seen much. Invigorated, a unit with, found it on page 46. A unit with this keyword may choose to become invigorated to either make advance an extra 3 inch of distance, as a short action as normal, or to gain frenzy 1 until the end of the activation. At the end of the unit's activation, roll a dice. On a result of 5 or more, the unit suffers a point of damage. Okay, yeah, I can see the point of that. You might think, well, you might take a point of damage, but you've got medic, so you can heal it somewhat. Honestly, I don't know which one's best. They've all got their uses. The security guards are cheapest, but the other two have their uses as well. I can't honestly tell you which one's best. They're all good. Having a unit of 20 zombies is just threatening to begin with, so yeah. It's a cheap unit that's gonna cause so many problems if your opponent's not careful. Plus, if your opponent lobs so much blast weapons in them, your other unit's gonna be fine. Next we have the Blackwing Rangers. Speed 612, shooter 4, assaulter 4, armour of 5, 1 health, nerve of 4, height 2, unit strength 2, 90 points. Anti-grav, black wing, controlled fire, headstrong, scout and stealthy. Come with stealth as normal. Nice. You get 5 of them, one's a sergeant and then 4 normal ones. Basic assault weapons, and then you've got laser carbines, 18-inch range, 1 dice, blaze away, marksman and trademark. You can add up to 5 for 16 points each. That that is 32, 64, 8 points, so that is 170 points for 10. Not bad. You can replace up to 2 laser carbines with either a flamer for 10 points, grenade launcher for 10 points, or thermal rifle for 10 points. You can also have a upgrade one to be a comms comms ranger for 10 points. You always take that. To be honest, with the Blackwing Rangers, any of the special weapons are useful. You've got the anti-grav, which helps with that. I'd probably say grenade launchers are best, to be honest. But all of them have their uses on these, to be honest, on these Rangers, I think. They're not the cheapest for the Mazon Labs, but they are pretty decent. Shooting on 4s and assaulting on 4s means you're going to get some capability out of them no matter what you do. Next we have the Reanimation Division. Speed 612, shoot of 6, assault of 5, armour 6, 1 health, nerve of 5, height 2, unit strength 2, 90 points. Lab experiment, resilient 2, unflinching. You get 5 cyborgs, one's an alpha, 4 betas, so one's a leader. They all get Stinger Bolts, which are assault weapons, 4 dice, AP1 seismic. That's pretty decent. And Charge Bursts, which are 9-inch range, 1 dice, AP1, it burns, seismic. They are very short range, but yeah, they're not to be messed with. You only get 5 of them though to start with. You can add up to 5 for 16 points each. So that is, again, have I read that right? Yeah, 170 points for 10. Yeah, you've got to be careful on how you use these. They've got pretty decent armour, and they've got resilient 2. And they've got unflinching, which helps with nerve and the like, but they are going to be a prime target. They are going to be a big prime target. You can add up to 2 security guard drones, 1 correctional measure lab tech drone, or a lab tech stimulant injection drone. The security guards are 5 points each. Correctional measures are 15 points, and the stimulant injections are 15 points. The Alpha can place its weapons with the following: 5 points. Claws, which are melee weapons, 3 dice, AP2. So you're replacing the Charge Bolt and the Stinger Bolt for claws. Honestly, I'd just keep them basic as is, because I think honestly they're better overall. Yeah, you're getting are you getting better AP? Yeah, you're getting better AP, but you're not getting the seismic. So honestly, I'd just keep it as is. I think for these, either the advanced training or the security guards, I think the stimulant injections is good, but the invigorated on these is a bit too risky. On the zombies, yeah, you lose a few, you can heal them back up, and there's 20 of them. But on these, because there's 10, they are going to be a bigger target. So, I mean, it's not a bad option, but I think it's a more risky option. Next we have the Blackwing Containment Unit. Speed 612, shoot of 5, assault of 5, armor 6, 1 health, nerve of 4, height 2, unit strength 2, 70 points. Blackwing, control fire, headstrong. You get 5 of these, 1 leader, 4 troopers. Shotgun, 12-inch range, 2 dice knockback, and a shot baton, which is 1 dice in close combat. You can add up to 5 for 12 points each. That is 130 points for 10. I don't understand what the point of these are. I honestly don't. They've got headstrong. Great for nerve tests. the 12-inch range. So, although I suppose if you've got a lot of lab technician models from Star Saga, they could work as them. 130 points for 10. The nerve's great. Shoot on 5s, assault on 5s. They're all right, but to be honest, all of the other units I've looked at so far are better. I comment below what I'm missing. They've got knockback on the shotguns. That's the best thing about them. Other than that, I don't see the point, to be honest. I really don't. Next we have the Blackwing Mule Transport. Speed 12-18, shoot 5, assault of 6, armor 6, 4 health, nerve of 5, height 4, unit strength 0, 45 points. Auxiliary Blackwing, capacity 6, evade, vehicle and wield. You get an autocannon, which is 24-inch range, 3 dice, AP1 pinning. Nice, because there's not much pinning at the minute. You also get ramming, which is a melee attack, 2 dice, AP1. You can replace the autocannon with the laser cannon for 15 points, 36-inch range, 3 dice, AP3, anti-tank. The mule's pretty helpful. I don't think you get the Wolverine, do you? I don't think you do, which is a shame. No, you don't. Yeah, so you're gonna have to use the mules to transport stuff around. I honestly don't think there's anything that wouldn't be useful. The Rangers, maybe. The Marines, yeah, alright. The Reanimations, the Cyborgs. Cyborgs might not be a bad option, to be honest. What else have we got? Blackwing's Purge unit, the Grenadiers. Yeah, the Grenadiers isn't bad actually to you putting them. Oh, you've got enclosed mules. Grenadiers. Yeah, Grenadiers ain't a bad option to put them in actually. Or you could just have it running around pinning things with the autocannon, and then having the other units running to just take them down. Although it's probably best if you run it up first, shoot, and then let them out when it comes to their activation. It's a nice model and it's a good little workhorse, pun intended. On to the specialists, starting on page 139. First one is the Blackwing Veteran Motorcycles. Speed 12-18, shooter 4, assault 5, armor 5, 2 health, nerve 4, height 2, unit strength 2, 40 points. Blackwing, bulky, controlled fire, evade, held strong, scout and wield. Got a bit of mobility. You get 2 of these, one's a leader, one's not. They've all got 1 dice in assault and laser carbines, which I'll just check. Yeah, the same as the ones that the Rangers have. You can add up to 4 for 18 points each. That is 72. That is 112 points for 6. They've got good mobility. They can be affected by some rules, which, yeah, why not? Well, commands, not rules, commands. But you have to have things in range, so probably not that useful. They're a good harassment unit, I'll say that. But apart from that, I think there's other units that do things that are similar but a bit better, to be honest. Maybe a bit slower, but, you know, do similar. Next we have the Blackwing Medic. Speed 6-12, shooter 5, assault of 6, armor 5, 1 health, nerve 5, height 3, height 2, unit strength 1, 30 points. Blackwing Headstrong Medic, Blackwing only. Small unit, if you have up to 3 unit models in this unit. Suppressive fire. Come with a laser pistol, which is 12-inch range, 1 dice trademark, and basic 1 dice assault weaponry. You can add up to 4 Blackwing Marines for 10 points each. That would make it 80 points for Marines and the medic, and I'd imagine the medic would be the leader. You can add up to 1 Medibot drone for 10 points, increase medic range to 12-inch, which is nice. Gives you a bit of a bubble for medication capabilities. The medic only works on Blackwing units only, so anything with lab experimentation, yeah, it doesn't work on them. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not convinced it's going to be the medic's going to be that useful, considering how much shooting that's going to happen. I think it's not really going to be that important to be honest. But if you do take a medic, always take the additional marines and the medbot. You either don't take him or take everything, to be honest, if you want to take him. Otherwise, meh. Although you could put it in a mule and have him drive near someone on an objective, or go on an objective. There's options there, I guess. Next we have the Blackwing attack drones. Speed 6-9, shooter 4, assault of 6, armor of 6, 3 health, nerve 4, height 2, unit strength 1, 90 points. Bulky construct Blackwing targeting systems. You get 1 prime and 1 attack drone, so you get 2. Both come with basic assault weapons and autocannons, 24-inch range, 3 dice, AP 1, and pinning. You can add up to 2 attack drones with autocannons for 45 points each. That is 180 points for 4. Seems expensive, but they're armor 6 with 4 wounds, with 3 wounds each, and targeting system, so each one can target someone else. So, and they shoot on 4s, so nothing to sniff at. And they've got 3 dice on autocannon, so they're not bad for 180 points. But you can replace up to 2 autocannons with either a heavy laser rifle for 5 points, 24-inch range, 2 dice, AP3 and tank. It's not bad. Missile launcher for 36 for 10 points, 36-inch range, 2 dice, AP2, anti-aircraft blast D4. Not bad against aircraft and against infantry. But then again, the pinning weapon also is good against infantry. So you can have up to 1 replace with a command drone for 10 points. You replace the range weapon. Inspiring tactician, 1 black dice. And you can have 1 sonic defense drone for 10 points, which is 2 dice, AP1, blast D2, counter charge. So gives the counter charge charge thing. You know, when you're being charged, there's certain things that you can counter charge, and counter charge is one, so you get some close combat. That's all I can say. Oh, and it's an assault weapon. Again, just I don't know why you can't replace the TAC Drone Prime's autocannon. Honestly, I'd have the TAC Drone Prime as the command drone or the sonic defense drone. Otherwise, to be honest, I'd probably have 2 with autocannons and 2 with either missile launchers or heavy laser rifles. The missile launchers, not bad infantry weapon, but really good on aircraft, and the heavy laser rifle is not bad anti-tank weapon. I wouldn't have all 4. I wouldn't have one having a heavy laser cannon, 1 with a missile launcher, and then 2 with an auto cannon. That seems a bit hit missing everywhere, to be honest. That's just me. Or just have all 4 with auto cannons, because then you've got 12 dice with AP1 with all pinning weapons, and then you could potentially split fire pinning a load of units, which for this faction isn't a bad option, to be honest. Isn't a bad option. TAC drones ain't going to be taking objectives. They're going to be there pinning units, offering up supportive fire, just taking pot shots at enemies and making them weak so all the units can charge in, is how I see them being used. Next we have the Blackwing Facility Purge unit. Speed 6-12, shooter 5, assault 5, arm 5, 1 health, nerve 4, height 2, unit strength 2, 75 points. Blackwing and headstrong. You get 4, 1 a leader, 4 troopers. You get the leader with basic assault weaponry, and well, they've all got basic assault weaponry. The leader's got a laser carbine, which is same as the rangers. The troopers have got X2 flamethrowers, which is 12-inch range, 2 dice, it burns. Just call them flamethrowers. You can replace the laser carbine with a flamethrower for free, which I would do. Having 5 flamethrowers there is, yeah, nasty. They are short range though, so you've got to be careful of that. They could be a potential candidate to put in a mule, actually, because flamers are such short range that you're going to have to get them closer, and what better way to do that and in a unit that can go 12-inch or 18-inch if you've used the command, actually. They are a specialised unit. If a unit's on an objective and in cover, this could be helpful to clear them off, to be honest. Or what you could do is have one unit in it, have these 5, and then in the armoured mule, because that's got a capacity of 10, we'll get onto that later, have a close combat unit in nearby, maybe the cyborgs. So the flamers get out, do the thing, and then use a command point to activate the cyborgs. They get out, charge in. It's an option there, but I do think they're there to maybe combine with a close combat unit. There's other ways to do it, but that's one way to do it in my eyes anyway. Next we have the Blackwing Grenadiers. Speed 612, shoot 5, assault 5, armour 5, 1 health, nerve 4, height 2, unit strength 2, 85 points. Blackwing Headstrong. Basically it's like the Purge unit, except they've got grenade launchers this time, which are 1 dice, range 18, AP 1, blast D4. So leader's got a carbine, 4 grenadiers with grenade launchers, which ain't a bad anti-infantry unit. Yeah, this could be potentially a good anti-horde unit killer. Yes, it's random on how many potential wounds you can cause, but I mean the leader can take a grenade launcher for free. I'd have thought that'd cost 5 points, but whatever. 5 grenade launchers, let's say you can do that, aren't you? That is minimum of 5, maximum of 20, and their AP1. That's not pleasant. Even if you just score, I don't know, 5 or 10 or something, it's still gonna hurt. It's still gonna hurt. And it's not a bad mid armor killer either. Something that's got armor 6 or 7 is still gonna feel it. Still gonna feel it. Next we have the Experimental Murder Birds. Speed 1218, no shoot value, assault 5, armor 4, 3 health, nerve 6, height 3, unit strength 0, 50 points. Anti-grav, beast, bulky, evade, lab experiment, regeneration. Regeneration allows you to get wounds back, and it allows you to get wounds back even if the model is dead, so it can resurrect fallen models. I'll just check that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. On page 46, at the end phase of each round, a unit with this keyword recovers 1 health previously lost. A model previously removed from this unit can be replaced in this way, but only if all other models with multiple health are fully healed. So yeah, so I'll just go through the rest of it. You get 2 of them. One's an alpha. The claws, 18 their assault weapons, 4 dice, and vicious, and you can add up to 2 for 25 points each. That's 100 points for 4. They are ridiculously powerful. They are fast as all hell. They are so powerful. Even if you don't use command orders on them, with regeneration, I mean, 4 of them, you've got 12 wounds going off there with regeneration, so if you ain't fast enough killing them, they're going to get back up pretty quickly. And they've got 4 dice in close combat. I mean, even if they haven't got an AP on them, but 4 dice each, so that's 16 dice with 4. It's going to cause some wounds. It's going to cause some wounds. Next is the Experimental Plague Swarm. Speed 612, no shoot, assault of 5, armour 3, 4 health, nerve 5, 1 height 1, unit strength 0, 55 points. Beast, lab experiment, regeneration, unflinching. You get 2, one's an alpha. Teeth and claws, which are assault weapons, 1 dice AP1. And you can add up to 2 for 25 points each. They're 105 points for 4. They are basically like the murder birds, except the plague swarms have got AP. They've got unflinching. They've got an extra wound. Their nerve is better. That's pretty much it. The murder birds are faster. They've got anti-grav, so that's not bad. Their armour's slightly better, and they've got vicious in assault, and they're slightly cheaper. So I think that's just the case. If you are willing to risk the fact that the plague experiments have got really low durability, then maybe take the the plague swarm hasn't got bulky. So you can load them in a mule. That's interesting. I wonder if it's been FAQ'd to say otherwise. If it's not, you can load them in a mule. Get them in there, so they've got a bit better. They've got a lot better defensive capabilities. Get them out. Oh dear. But the murder bird's still pretty good, I'd say. The speed alone is really going to help them a lot. Next we have the Blackwing Enclosed Mule. Speed 915, shoot 5, assault of 6, arm 7, 5 wounds, nerve 5, height 4, unit strength 1, 70 points. Blackwing, capacity 10, headstrong vehicle wheeled. It's got 2 dice AP1 melee attack with ramming. So what do we say about this one? There's so many options with this one. You could load them with 1 or 2 depending on the unit size. Blackwing units, you've got plenty of lab experiment units you can put them in. You could put 2 units of plague swarms if you really want to do it, if you want. No, you can't put Jover's on. That's a shame. Grenadiers. You could have the Grenadiers linked with the the Reanimation Division, like I said. You could have the Purge with the reanimations. You could have a unit of 10 zombies if you wanted, though I'm not sure how useful that would be. It's only there as a transport thing, and because it takes up a specialist slot, you kind of want to pair it with the troops that's going to go in it, to be honest. Otherwise you're wasting 70 points taking one. It's not going to be something you take all the time, because there's going to be a fair few units you're going to take in a unit of 5 or so, but you've got options with this. You've got a fair few options, and I don't believe that the Plague Swarm has not got bulky on it. I don't believe that. Post in comments below if that's a FAQ thing that needs FAQing. It might well do. I'm pretty sure it does. Finally, for the specialists, we have the Neuro-Linked Chovar. Speed 66, 12, shoot 5, assault 5, armour 5, 4 health, nerve 4, height 3, unit strength 1, 65 points. Anti-grav, bulky, lab experiment, stealthy. You get 1 of them. Mind Scramble, which is 12-inch range, 8 dice psych attack, cognitive disruption. For every hit scored, instead of rolling to damage, each successful hit requires a nerve test to be taken by the target unit. For each failed nerve test results in 1 HP of damage to the target unit. If at least 1 point of damage is taken, the unit will be pinned. No other keywords will modify this damage. So, okay, so this goes over heavy armour. This could be really good against Forge Fathers. Wow. Wow, even that alone. I know it's only 12-inch range, but wow. 8 dice. Ooh. Ooh. and it's a nerve test for every hit. I know Forge Fathers have got good nerve tests, but if you fail just one, ooh, nasty. And it's also got Shockwave, which is a melee attack, 6 dice seismic, which again, nasty little thing. You're gonna have it near commanders for it to be very effective, but even on its own, it's a shame it can't go into transport, but it's got stealthy. Shame it's not got regeneration. Yeah, it is gonna die, but until it dies, it's gonna be an absolute pain. You have this near. Oh God, what do you have this near? It's. I mean, it's risky because it's short range. That's its main downside. It's short range, so you're going to have to get it near enemies. Have it behind, like, I don't know, a unit of zombies or something. So it gets a cover bonus and stealthy, so it's -2 to hit it. So your opponents are going to have to waste time doing steady aim on them. Even then, they're going to be -1 to hit still. Because them 8 dice. Psychic attack. That is not a thing you see often, but I shall say what it does. Page 46. Line of sight is not required for psychic weapons, and psychic shoot actions ignore in cover, smoke, hit the dirt, and stealthy modifiers will be affected by other modifiers. Good God! It gets even worse! Oh, right. So you have 2 of them behind a unit of zombies, so they get cover and stealth, but your opponent can't get cover, hit the dirt, or stealth. Jesus! Good Lord! Yeah, that's an insane unit. Oh, Mantic! Did Ronnie decide to tell you to make the unit like this? Holy hell! Onto the sport on page 143. Starting with the experimental Cravasto, which is basically a spider with armour on it. A giant spider with armour on it. Speed 915, shoot of 5, assault of 4, armour 7. Yikes. 3 health, nerve of 5, height 3, unit strength 1, 70 points. Beast, lab experiment, stealthy, terrifying, walker. It's got a web spin. You only get 1 to start with. A web spinner, which is 12-inch range, 2 dice. Pinning. It's short range, but pinning, it's alright. Also, limb and fangs, assault weapon, 5 dice, AP1 toxic. That's nasty. And you can add up to 2 for 70 points each. That is 210 points for 3. That's not cheap, but they've got armor 7 with 3 health, a speed of 915. That's going to get you somewhere. And they've got stealthy. Let me check something. I want to see what annihilation. Hang on. Force organisation. So your core units for annihilation games are units with vehicle, walker, tractor, or wheeled keyword. You could have an entire army of giant armoured spiders if you wanted for annihilation games. Why would you do that? But even on their own, they're just vicious little barstools. With armor 7, that's insane. Pin first, then move into combat. Yeesh. Or have multiple units of these. Pin, then have the other one charge it. And this Autumn Force. Yeah, god damn it. Right, next one is the Aberration Specimen. Speed 612, no shoot, assault of 3, armour of 7, 5 health, nerve of 4, height 4, unit strength 1, 90 points. Beast, bulky, lab experiment, regeneration, terrifying, unflinching. You only get one. Yeah. Only gets a melee weapon with 6 dice, AP4, anti-tank. So basically this is like the Crevastador with more health, hits better, and good against vehicles and Forge Fathers. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It regeneration's got armor 7 with 5 health. Yeah, if your opponent don't use really high anti-tank weapons on it or really high AP weapons on it, yeah, it's going to come after you pretty quickly. And at 90 points, it's not that expensive for what it does, to be honest. Next we have the Blackwing Heavy Support Strider. Speed 612, shoot of 5, assault of 5, armor 7, 5 health, nerve 4, height 4, unit strength 1, 90 points. Blackwing, controlled fire, headstrong, heavy armor, vehicle, walker. So the basic one is the Heavy Support Strider. Comes with a heavy burst laser, which is 24-inch range, 6 dice, AP1, pinning, pretty decent at all. And basic assault weapons, which in this case is 3 dice, AP1, which it's not bad. It's not bad. You can have a veteran pilot for 10 points, gains marksman. If you don't really know what to spend 10 points on, I guess. You can swap it out for a urban assault strider, which has got, and that's free, a heavy flamer, which is 12-inch range, 4 dice, AP1, it burns. It's not bad, but I think there's honestly better ways to get flamers. I think there's better ways to do it. I think for this faction, I think, to be honest, the urban assault strider is probably not that great, to be honest. It also comes with a chainsaw, which is assault weapon, 4 dice, AP3, frenzy 1. It's alright, but again, there's better ways to get close combat weapons. And for 90 points, you might as well use an aberration or something else, to be honest. You can, for 20 points extra, replace the Heavy Support Strider with a Tank Buster Strider. Basic assault weaponry. And a Polaris Cannon. 24-inch range, 2 dice, AP4, anti-tank, devastating, D2 plus 1. This isn't a bad anti-tank vehicle. 110 points to do that. 2 dice at AP4, so even the... Excuse me, camera. Even the worst... Even the strongest armour is armour 9, so need 5, so... Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. There's certain ways you can get as good, if not better, anti-tank capabilities, but this one isn't bad, I don't think. The urban one, yeah, I don't see the point, to be honest. In a Mazon Labs army, just go for one of the other two if you want a Strider. Next we have the Ajax Strider. Speed 612, shoot of 5, assault of 5, armour 8, 5 health, nerve 4, height 4, unit strength 1, 115 points. Blackwing, controlled fire, defensible, headstrong, heavy armour, vehicle and walker. Basic assault weaponry for this one is 6 dice AP2. Pretty good in close combat. It's got a Gravram Spear, which is 12-inch range, 2 dice AP2, blast D4. It's not that great for shooting for this army. But unless you're a Blackwing vehicle, your shooting's pretty short anyway. It's pretty decent close combat. It's not as powerful as the Aberration, but this has got more defensive capability. So if you want something that's all-out assault, go for the Aberration. If you want something that's got fairly good assault and really good defensive capabilities, you go for the Ajax Strider. Either one's good, it depends what you want to go for. More attack or more defense. Next we have the Hornet Dropship. Speed 12-18, shoot 5, no assault, armor 7, 5 health, nerve 5, height 6, unit strength 0, 80 points. Blackwing, capacity 12, fly, targeting systems, vehicle. Comes with a basic rotary cannon, which is 18 range, 4 dice, AP1. You can add stabilizers for 10 points, giving it headstrong. Yes. Oh god, yes. especially with how many anti-aircraft weaponry there's out there. You get rid of that pinning mark. If you don't get rid of that pinning marker, you've got to get rid of the pin marker for the first action, then move for your second. So it just does nothing. So it's a case of remove the pin marker, move, anti-aircraft weapon, remove the pin marker, move, anti-aircraft weapon. It's just frustrating, so always take the correctional stabilizers, always. You can replace the rotary cannon with a missile launcher for 10 points, or a laser cannon for 10 points. Laser cannon, they've both got 36-inch range. Laser cannon is 3 dice, AP3, anti-tank. Or you can have a missile launcher, which is 2 dice, AP2, anti-aircraft, blast D4. Take your pick. But if you've got 10 points spare, go for the headstrong correctional stabilizers. It'll mean it'll last longer. You can reduce its transport capacity by 2 and add pinnacle mounted dual laser carbines for 10 points. Range 18, 2 dice, blaze away trademark. So you've got 4 dice. I don't honestly know. Maybe. To be honest, the only good Hornet dropship is the Marauder one, only because you get pinnacle HMGs. The other Hornets I've listed off in other video. The other dropships, should I say, I've listed in other videos. Not that good. Yes, you've got good transport capacity and you can fly, but there's so much anti-aircraft capabilities out there that it's just going to die. And unless you've got anti-grav, the stuff in there is going to die with it. So, honestly, I wouldn't waste my points on it in normal games unless there's a real good reason to take it. And 2 HMGs with pinning is a viable reason to take it, in my opinion. In fact, it's the only reason to take it, in my opinion. But yeah, it's a great looking model, but for transport capabilities, it's not great. Not great. Next we have the Bronco armoured car, which is basically a armoured mule with a turret on top. Speed 915, shoot 5, assault 6, armour 7, 5 health, nerve 4, height 4, unit strength 1, 125 points. Blackwing, evade, headstrong, heavy armour, vehicle and wheeled. You get basic ramming, which is 2 dice AP1, and you get a TARP 25 cannon, which you've got 2 firing options. You've got the penetrator shells, which are 24-inch range, 3 dice AP4, anti-tank, marksman, devastating D2. That's pretty decent. And the fragmentation shells, which are 12-4-inch range, 2 dice AP1, blast D4 and pinning. So it's basically a jack of all trades, can pretty much do it all. It's pointless against aircraft. But against anything else it's not bad. It's not cheap, but its movement's not bad. Armour 7 with heavy armour and 5 health. It's 35 points more than Strider. I'd probably take the armed car over the tank buster Strider. It's 110 points to take a tank buster Strider, and this is 25 points more. Yeah, I'd take this over the Strider, to be honest. Oh yeah, I'd take it over the Strider. It's got 6 dice in with its heavy burst laser, but unless if you take the heavy burst laser Strider, I can see the point there, but other than that, yeah. You can replace the Type 25 cannon with a beam weapon for free. 36-inch range, 4 dice, AP2, size and weight 5.2. 4 dice, AP2. Well, you've got better on penetration value there. You've also got better range. Your anti-tank capabilities aren't as good. And you don't pin. But you've got good range on you. And you've got 4 dice, so yeah, I can see the point in taking it. Run around harassing enemies wherever you want, essentially. Yeah, why not? Finally, we have the Hornet gunship. Speed 1218, shoot of 5, no assault, armour 7, 5 health, nerve 4, height 6, unit strength 0, 110 points. Blackwing, evade, fly, targeting systems, vehicle. You get 3 rotary cannons. You can have correction or stabilizer for 10 points. Yes. You can place 1 rotary cannon for either a laser cannon or a missile launcher for 10 points each. I like the gunship. It's a nice looking model. And having 3 rotary cannons, 12 shots with AP1 with marksman, and you can split fire wherever you want. Yeah. It's 120 points with the correctional stabilizers, which you've got to take, to be honest. But in saying that, you've got good anti-infantry capabilities, and even if you did replace one of the rotary cannons, you've got some anti-aircraft or anti-tank capabilities. So you have got options. It'll go down as quickly as the dropship, but at least it's got the firepower to keep it up a turn or 2. The dropship just doesn't. If anyone can make the dropship work, put in the comments below, because most games, unless I'm doing demos, I wouldn't include a dropship. It's just not worth it. Finally, we have the commands starting on page 146. First one is the Blackwing Commander. Speed 612, Shoot 4, Assault 4, Armour 5, 2 health, Nerve 4, Height 2, Unit Strength 1, 75 points. Controlled Fire, Counter Charge, Headstrong, Inspiring, Small Unit 3, Tactician 1 red dice. Command Order, Target Acquisition. Use 3 command points to use, good god. Up to 2 Blackwing units within 6 inch may make a free shoot action with laser rifles or laser carbines, but suffer -1 to hit. Why? Why? Oh, hang on. Within 6 inch. So it could be the Mules or Broncos. It could be Striders. It could be the Hornets. What else have we got? Grenadiers. Could have the Purge unit. Attack drones. Okay. I can kind of see the point. Okay. You're going to have him near units for this to be useful. Otherwise, no point in taking him. No point in taking him. How many points is he? 75 points. Yeah, unless you keep using this order with him, is absolutely pointless. Absolutely pointless. And it doesn't need the units to have activated or not. So yeah, I can actually see a use in getting a few free shots off, and maybe causing wounds, maybe killing an enemy unit, depending on where they are. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see a point in that. Comes with a laser pistol and basic assault weapons, which in this case is 2 dice. You can add up to 4 Blackwing Marines for 10 points each. That is 125 points for 4 of them and him, or 4 Containment Troopers for 12 points each. So that's 4,823 points for 4 of them and him. I'd probably go with the Blackwing Marines because they've at least got range on them. The Containment Troopers, if I remember them properly. Grenadiers, containment units. Yeah, they've only got shotguns, and they're more. Yeah, all right, fine. Yeah, just go with the Blackwing Marine units if you're taking them, but always give them some sort of personal bodyguard. Always. Next, we have the Infected Lab Technician. Speed 915, shoot of 6. Sorry, got good speed. Assault of 4, armor 5, 3 health, nerve 5, height 2, unit strength 1, 60 points. Counter charge, inspiring, invigorate, lab experiment, medic lab experiments only, resilient 2, small unit 3, tactician 1 black dice, unflinching. Commando order HX 42 serum darts, use 2 command points. Choose up to 2 lab experiment units within 12 inch until the end of the round, these units gain Frenzy 3. That's not bad. Plus, with a speed of 915, you've got the chance to keep up with whoever it is you're using them on, and the 12-inch range on it. You've got options with that. You've got a fair few options. It does use 2 command points to give Frenzy 3. I can't see the point. Oh yeah, you've also got Medic to heal them. 60 points. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. Add up to 4 plague victims for 15 points each. That is 120 points to do that. To have 4 of them and him. Their speed 915, no shoot value, assault on 4, armor 5, 2 health, nerve 5, height 2, unit strength 0, or no unit strength. Oh yeah, he's got unit strength 1, so unit strength 1 is effectively 15 points like it says. It's only got melee weapons with 3 dice, which honestly is not bad. 4 of them, so that's 12 dice, and he's got a laser pistol and claws, which are also 3 dice, so that's 15 dice. A decent little melee unit for 120 points. A decent little melee unit. Got no AP, but because it's a commander, you can use a command order to give AP, I think. Well, you can have 1 to increase range. Fast acting serum would be good. Give them the toxic and vicious assault keywords on that unit. That'd be quite painful. Eesh. Yeah, that's not bad. You're gonna take a fair few lab experiment units, so it's a no-brainer on this one. You're gonna do it, to be honest, aren't you? Yeah. Next one is the Cyborg Prime. Speed 612, shoot of 6, assault of 5, armor 6, 3 health, nerve 4, height 2, unit strength 1, 80 points. Inspiring lab experiment, resilient 2, small unit 3, tactician 1 black dice, and flinching. Command order, more machine than man, 2 command points. The unit and 1 other cyborg unit within 9 inch replace all applicable resilient keyword with the heavy armor keyword. This lasts until the end of the round. Okay, this makes things somewhat interesting. I can see why this uses 2 command points. Yeah, you are gonna have to have cyborg units nearby. But you could put them in an armoured mule. Have him and another cyborg unit in an armoured mule. Or you could have him and on his own with a unit of cyborgs in a normal mule. You've got options there. You have got options there. He's got a charge burst and a stinger bolt, same as the cyborgs. And you can up to 4 cyborg betas for 16 points each. That is 48 points. So that is 128 points for him and his mates. That's not a bad option. You are going to have a fair few cyborgs for him to be relatively useful, but if you take at least 1 more and have him fully decked out with 4 mates, that's not bad. That's not a bad option, especially if you've put him and his mates in another unit in a armoured mule. Then you can drive up, do his command order, and then they're going to be really resilient. So other than that, I can't see a point in taking it. Next we have the Head Scientist. Speed 612, shoot 4, assault 5, armor 5, 3 health, nerve 4, height 2, unit strength 1, and 90 points. Control 5, medic, regeneration, small unit 3, tactician 2, black dice, very inspiring. Command order, expert surgeon for 2 command points. Up to 2 light experiment units within 6 inch may each recover 1 health. So basically instant medic. Yeah, why not? You're going to take some lab experiment units. How this army works, you just have to. You just have to, really. So the head scientist isn't a bad option. Comes with a laser cutter, which is 12-inch range, 2 dice, AP 1, it burns, and assault weaponry for this guy is 2 dice, toxic. So he's not bad. Combat capabilities if a bit short range. You could add up to 4 Marines for 10 points, or up to 4 Rangers for 16 points each. Either is a good option. I'd probably go for the Rangers because he is expensive and you want to keep him alive as long as possible. So put him with the Rangers so it can at least the goons can die before he does. Even if they don't, the goons don't die. They're pretty good at shooting, so they can do the talking before anything comes near him. But even taking the normal Marines, you've at least got bodies to soak up before he dies. But he's not bad. He's not bad. He's not cheap, but he's not bad. He's not bad. Finally, we have the Blackwing Canis Commander Vehicle, and you can only have one of these in your army. Speed 915, Shooter 4, Assault of 6, Armour 7, 6 health, Nerve of 4, Height of 4, Unit Strength 0, 110 points. Blackwing, Evade, Headstrong, Tactician, 1 green dice, Vehicle, very inspiring, Wield. Command Order, Targeting Disruptors. It's an aura for 2 command points. All friendly Blackwing non-vehicle units within 6 inch gains +1 armour. This is quite decent on its own. So who does this work on? Works on a fair few commanders. Oh dear God. Also, oh no, it doesn't work on the gunships. Bugger! What does it work on? Works on the medic. Works on the tac drones actually. Works on the purge unit, grenadiers. Works on the monocycles actually. Reanimations, no, doesn't work on them, sorry. Containment unit, yeah, works on them. Works on the rangers. Rangers probably be a good unit to use them on, to be honest. Then you've got durability and firepower. If something's on an objective with that going about doing whatever it wants, that's not necessarily a bad idea. Comes with an auto cannon and ramming. You can replace the auto cannon with the laser cannon for 15 points. So even if it doesn't do the command order, you get a green tactician dice, and you could do other orders because it moves so fast. Has it got heavy armor? No, that's a shame. But it is very inspiring. So it's got a 9-inch inspiration range with armor 7 and 6 health. That's nice. That's very nice. The Mazon labs are somewhat synergetic in a way. The lab experiment units are more capable in close combat, whereas the Blackwing units are more for taking objectives and shooting. Although you could say the lab experiment units could take objectives, their unit strength is not that high. Chances are you'll use them to pummel enemies if they're on objectives, and then the Blackwing units can go on them. Their commanders are very useful. Honestly, not one of them's useless apart from the Cyborg Prime. If you've not got many cyborgs, then there's not much point. Their personal commands are not cheap, but they are very effective. They have a lot of units that can do different things, and they're really not that expensive. Even the most powerful units aren't really that expensive for what they do. The main weaknesses you have off the top of my head are twofold. Their armour, strider and enclosed mules notwithstanding, is not great, to be frank. They are also lacking in units that can increase their unit strength, which a lot of armies can increase their unit strength. These can't, They also don't get a dedicated, powerful tank-based land unit, which they've got things to compensate for it, but they just haven't got it. They are basically a mix of Plague and GCPS forces, and to be honest, in Firefight, I've not seen many people use them, but good God, they can potentially be one of the most, if not the powerful faction in the game. I thought for a long time that Forge Fathers were absolutely ridiculous. Expensive to play, but they basically had everything. They didn't add any flying things, but they didn't need them. But these, they don't have armour, but they've got pretty much anything else. Mazon Labs aren't really that difficult to play if you know what you're buying. I mean, if you've got some human soldiers and some zombies and whatnot, you've got a good start. And if you've got Star Saga, you've got a basic starting force there. And yeah, if you've got some Plague stuff and GCPS stuff or Star Saga stuff, you've potentially got an army. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.